Okay, trying to move the cue ball, not in position for anything offensive. He's trying to get in position to play a real nice safety. He wanted to be on the side rail or near so he could bars the tension, because this is winner's qualification. You know, you get through this one, you're into that final 64, and you know, the loser's qualification obviously isn't usually as tough, but this tournament on the loser's side and so on.
Absolutely. The winner of this will have the rest of the day off as AJ MANAS makes another very bad error. Yeah, the winner will top of the suspect list because his fingerprints would be all over it.
No doubt. Now he's going to play a little shave on the 6. And I think he's on 2 fouls. Is that not correct? I think AJ's on 2 fouls, so he's got to be a little.
On 2 fouls. If you foul now, you will lose the rack.
Worried about a soft kick here. You doubt to not get a rail, but feel like it's going to be okay. The light side. Oh, he came with spin. This is going to open him. Yeah, thought he'd go more straight rather than spin the ball, but yeah, it's been a small sample size for me as far as looking at AJ, but I didn't see anything like his first match, you know, the times I've gotten to see him play. Oh, now, after all that, that's the part about 9-ball.
That young AJ MANAS would have had a chance to win this rack, and not just a chance, but a really good one.
So, of course, cues are very delicate. They get used to different types, and sometimes that change can take a little bit. Still got that nice long fluid stroke, though. That's not going to go away. And again, the way he goes about it makes you feel like there's no nerves there. But
AJ MANAS wins the first rack.
You would have to bet otherwise if you've ever played this game competitively.
It's always interesting to find out the thoughts of the 2 players involved in a high-profile match like this. Levan Corteza, his fellow Filipino, 9-4. Alvin Auschen was defeated also. And what about Laurent Ductien, the master of brinkmanship? Beat Shane Van Boning 9-8 in the first round. Well, he came through 9-8 against Dennis Graver today.
Yeah, I was commenting about that in between on the break, that Duong won easily. Tien wins another great match at Hill Hill. Win Antoine's up 8-2 right now. And we always talked about the numbers games with those types of countries that are so involved in the game. And Vietnam looking pretty.
9-5.
Yeah, the slick table just doesn't let you reverse the ball, or let's say when you're going to, and really struggled at that PLP. Had decent European Open, of course, with a big win over his buddy Eklund Kachi, but looks like he's been working on things, and of course, huge win here, especially with that scoreline.
Yes, and I've been watching that match because it's right below our commentary position. He was.
Well, I was watching that. He had 4, and he was on his 5th running the rack. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I had to get it for the Prez for the in between the matches, but to finish the match, he was on his 5th and let it escape.
Get the feeling this one will be a little closer than that. Young AJ MANAS is a player that is already well respected by the established stars of the game.
Yeah, we talk about Yapp's cue ball. It's always so good, but there's been a couple shots already, like here, quite short on the purple 5. Probably will play a safety behind the 6-9 with the cue ball, trying to get a little separation as well. Oh, he's playing on the lighter side. Nice.
Jason Shaw was 4-1 down to Max Eberle. He's just gone 6-4 up.
there. And again, that's why a lot of times when you play the safety, you're getting separation, you're putting the 5 on the back rail, maybe try to get the snooker behind the 6-9. You can't fault, I don't think, Yapp's play, really, just how good Manas is with the short cue.
That was on the nose, wasn't it? And that was a cracker as well. Brilliant.
I think he can just ease it in. Could go 3 rails, but that's got to go. That's got to go to make it really easy. Definitely a good 2 feet short of his.
He says so, or just
AJ Manas wins the second
knocks
rack.
it in as though it was over the pocket. AJ Manas, the teenager.
Let you have a shot, but it's on you and the balls are open. It's all about being efficient, and I think his opponent has really shown us that, why he's had such great results time and time again. Just remember this. If you may get lucky, though. I mean, he did.
He can possess all of the skill in the world, all of the potential in the world, but a bit of luck never.
Suto does not.
You talk about close quarters, getting this up and down quickly. He's got to almost land on top of the 3. Cue ball could get ahead of the 3. Really.
Foul stroke, ball in hand.
Unfortunate scratch there. It's hard to argue, but the kick was a pretty nice kick shot there and had a lot of options and a lot of ways to get safe. You could kick it in. Of course, these guys practice with the jump cue much more than we ever did back in the day.
He can do this, no one else can.
Well, the original pioneer for the jump shot was Earl Strickland, but that was, I think, back in the 70s, maybe 80s, without the jump cue. But I think the guy that I always considered probably the best as far as the top players, you know, there are some guys in the different pool rooms that's all they do really is mess around with it, but was Johnny Archer. Johnny was really good with the jump cue early, you know, considering the technology they had at that time. Now the jump cue has really opened up and it was funny just because it was so new and it wasn't something you grew up with. There were some great players that when they went to jump the ball, you were wanting them to jump it with the jump cue just because, you know, they may foul, they may miss cue. It's just, it was kind of an odd ball.
Johnny Archer, the world 9-ball champion in 1992, and again 5 years later. Look at the side there. Just the visualization. Yes, there's still an awful lot for AJ Manas to learn.
AJ Manas wins the
But
third
in
rack.
terms of shot making, in terms of the spectacular, he's got plenty in the locker. And look at the scoreline. He leads ALOYSIUS YAPP 3-0. Continues. An 18-year-old from the pool hotbed of the Philippines. AJ Manas, what a start he's made. The first rack, well, to be frank, he was very poor, but he won it nevertheless. And since then, he's really bedded into the contest.
Yeah, it seems to be a little more settled. Of course, a 9-ball pool. I mean, always talk about technique, of course, do a lot of teaching and coaching, but got a little help there from Yapp. But also that jump shot in the second game.
7.
Khalid at the table too, and he's on the 5-ball, so he's got to clean up 5 shots to get hill and breaking. bogged down at times, and I think that could be the case here. Trailing, you know, trying to get in position, maybe try to control a little the pace of the match against a young AJ MANAS, especially being down 3-0. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's going to be a little short of the mark. Now he's got to make a decision. He's had a couple mistakes already, and he's got some distance on this combination. Go for this. It's a combination where he's about 80% at least. Maybe more like 70%. There's a little more cut on it. 7's a hair more away from the pocket, but I think you got to try and bury this one.
I think you were right with 80%.
Tobias Bongers are now hill. Khalid going to the air with the jump cue.
ALOYSIUS YAPP wins the fourth rack.
It took a while, but ALOYSIUS YAPP is off the mark. He won the most recent Matchroom major, the UK Open in Telford, England, back in May, and he won it in remarkable circumstances.
Quiet guy. Great player from Poland. Oh, he hit that way thin. Did get a ball down, and it's going to work out beautifully. We'll see about a 4-9 combination, potentially anyways. Looks pretty lined up for the lower right corner. Yapp takes a quick look. Always good to know those options. But he got away with one there as far as the break shot. Going with a high ball, so he doesn't like the combination. He's trying to go 2 cushions to play the pink in the lower left. And looks like he hit it beautifully. Yeah, really good. Way also.
ALOYSIUS YAPP, he's the closest pursuer to Fedor Gorst in the World 9-Ball Tour rankings. Win this and top spot. And in Shanghai, China in 2014. Losing out to Carlo Biardo in the final. I know he's not made the most convincing start, Jeremy, but I think these days, on any list of potential champions at these big events,
ALOYSIUS YAPP
the
wins
name
the
of
fifth rack.
ALOYSIUS YAPP has to be included.
Is on the 2 ball, battling for that first shot. It looks like Khalid has gotten it. He's in position to win that. You talk, and that is SVB. So you don't figure maybe a lot of players don't look. They do look, some of them maybe, but what a matchup we could. See what I was dressed up on the 3 in the side. Not sure that ever touched the side rail. Just barely before the pocket. Learned something. All right, Khalid has made a mistake somewhere because Bongers is on the 8 and 9. Alessio and Bohannon now at 8-7. Beautiful control there.
Yeah, that is another match I've been watching.
Yeah, that beautiful safety showing that talent. Produced a nice shot. Going to the ad break, he should sustain a lead.
Yeah, one of those matches where his table time is well below 50%, and yet he's won after this 9-ball goes in. 66% of the racks. AJ, A-OK, and that's because the storylines, and maybe that narrative is going to be widened by a story about an 18-year-old overcoming one of the game's stars. Although
Ultimate sin in 9-ball pool, that one was
Ball in hand.
a bit unlucky. Of course, that's why we see golden breaks sometimes, because here early, and these hit nice. You can see the 2 near the red 3.
I think Yapp, from what I've seen so far, would be well advised to just increase the pace slightly. As you said,
About knocking balls in, and like you said, getting that rhythm. Can't ever imagine Aloysius Yapp making too bad of a decision, and if you're feeling the execution nicely, it will overcome anything anyways.
well, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. We've seen him play under a 30-second shot clock on numerous occasions, and we've seen him play brilliantly.
Yeah, well, I think when he played before, he had the mindset of relying on that cue ball, and again, that cue ball is going to be good. Now, the reason why he's really become the elite in the world, one of the elite, is because he doesn't miss many balls either. Comes with a tough shot. We saw that at the Reyes Cup, some of the shots he made that were just incredible with that heat. A little shake of the head there, I'm not sure why. Perfect position, hit the 7 well.
Aloysius Yapp wins the 7th
The
rack.
gap closes again for a man who has got queuing. Well, the one's in the side. Not bad.
Filipino players, we tend to see, some kind of unique cueing, unique strokes, but Bernie a little more of the traditional cueing you'd like to see, and a very solid player at a young age.
Yeah, nothing solid about that 3-ball missed by Yapp. AJ MANAS isn't doing a great deal. He's
Easy and accessible. Now he's got to decide, am I going to float this? Am I going to use some power to stun over? And this is what happens through the match. 6 for MANAS and 4 for Yapp.
So I reckon MANAS, well, we know he's missed 6. Leading by a couple in a moment if he accepts this opportunity, which you can't imagine will go.
Had this conversation years ago with a few players. That if you foul 3 times in one game period, maybe it should be a loss of game. That's never going to come about.
Didn't even think, entertain the thought he would miss that. Just got down and knocked it in as though it was the most natural thing in the world.
AJ
And the
MANAS.
Sporting events, of course, very safe country here in Saudi, but they're going to do their job. And yeah, Alex had to get a little help to get another pass. And here's some stats.
Yeah, there you see. Missed pots. I mean, 10 from them in 8.
Well, one thing you alluded to a moment ago as far as cleaning up, he has a, 2-game lead now at 5-3, I believe it is. And He's made 6 less balls than Yapp, and he has a 2-game lead. I think this 3/8's there. Can he get one thing? AJ, of course, he's young, so that always helps. But he's an exceptional young player. He's not naive in any means, but it's almost like the way he plays. If he takes a little time on a shot, he's really disturbed, I think, or doesn't like the situation. So
against a pal down at the club, as he does in this match.
I totally agree. I think he'd play the same in the final of this World Pool Champ. Well, we saw the 9-ball earlier where he ended up way short. Didn't even think twice. Gets this down and gets through, maybe gets the break going. We may not see a whole lot more of Aloysius Yapp in this match. We'll see. I think this break and run took all of about 90 seconds.
He plays with very appealing. Games. But the way things are going in this match, he could get the silver for this contest, i.e. come out second best. Young age.
Probably just float it, come across, stay a little above the 3. Sometimes the 7 can fool you the way it sits with the 3 there, where you think it makes the pocket bigger, but actually these 4-inch pockets, sometimes it makes it a little more difficult. Great. He didn't want to take a chance, and this may lend a little more off-ramp. Now he could play short side for the pink in the same pocket. Could draw into him. He's going to come out for the kiss shot. So the kiss shot must lay really nice, just a little thin. He'll hold the pink on the bottom rail for the lower left as the 8 goes in.
And there's no nation better at those intricate shots than the Philippines.
Yeah, well, they grow up playing rotation, and which you have to shoot in order, but that's with 15 balls on the table. So you have a lot of combination, kick shots, kiss shots, caroms. Come back for the 9 on the side, and this is 2 break and runs. After that missed 3 ball from Yapp to tie our score.
AJ MANAS wins the 10th rack.
The most he can have consecutively, of course. And while I was talking, Bernie Regulario extended his lead over Ko Pin-Yi to 5-1.
Table's not far away, so I really haven't seen him at the table much, Ko Pin-Yi, and he's been playing great, so that may be the case. Just not that good with the bridge. The best shot is to bank the 2 away or play it away, maybe get behind the 8 or maybe the pink. Yeah, he's going to give him a little look, I think. Yeah, it's going to be long distance, and it's been a while since can't really cross it over and run the cue ball. It's a little thin for that. Good scratch in that corner.
We will see Jeffrey Rodder.
Caught the double kiss. You could see it as it was going towards the 2. It was going to double kiss. Should be a routine. Bring the cue ball down behind that 3 and 9. He's trying to pin him. just going to creep past the side, I think. So this is going to be easy by any means. The smartest shot. Still, though, you could lose a very manageable kick shot. And, of course, AJ great with the jump cue. Yeah.
It's 7-3 over Joshua Filler.
Yeah. Pay attention now, Naoki. I think he was down 7-2 or 7-3 now. Just 3 balls away from tying that match. Position, though. That's what I was thinking. He was going to be going away from the pink 4. You know, like SVB.
Very nice indeed.
Management chain, 7 apiece.
Just for a split second.
Nothing wrong here. Just he'll come 3 cushions for the 8. Most likely to play the 9 in the left middle. It's going to be a pretty good. I think Casper may have gotten one back. I'm not sure the score's been.
Yeah, and this one's tightening up as well.
Still haven't seen Kopini at the table.
ALOYSIUS YAPP wins the 11th rack.
It's probably not the case. But maybe setting us up for what, you know, a lot of us could have thought of a potential final and losers qualification with him and SVB.
Sometimes in snooker you get that where a player falls.
Maybe not. Didn't really go to look behind the ball. Normally they would look behind the ball if they're shooting. So he's just going to try and put him on top of the 4, I believe. It's going to end up short side, another friendly bump. A little awkward, but it needs to be nice to gain position on the brown. Should play this 4 and 5 and maybe draw behind.
15. Kopini edging SVB 13-11. So you said it could have been a final. Well, a decade ago.
You want off the purple 5. Table. I think I've seen it once this match. Mike Yoy making the comeback on 7-3 is 1-5 on the trot.
And that you can pull things out of the fire. We saw it in our first featured match of this broadcast with Eklund Kachi. 7-4 down, beat Chris Melling 9-8. Here, ALOYSIUS YAPP was up to the single elimination last 64 tomorrow. ALOYSIUS YAPP is number 2 in the World 9-Ball Tour rankings. But at the moment, he's struggling to contain an 18-year-old from the Philippines who doesn't seem to have a care.
Even more difficult to get position. Yeah, it's got to go. This is going to offer a shot, I believe. back down, just a matter of where it sits. Looks like it's going to get past the pink. I think it did open up. Too handy. I mean, the 3, 4, 5 back on this bottom end. 6 is a little covered, maybe.
Badly. And one of the criticisms I was making of MANAS at the start of the match could actually work in his favour here, because I think the way he plays the game, certain trait.
And I'll tell you what happens. It could be by design, you know, to where he play like I'm practicing a little bit, and his experience.
Yeah, external carefree, maybe internal intensity.
AJ, man.
About Wu Cha-ching, who 20 years ago won this World 9-ball title when he was 16. So being...
We're certainly looking at one, we think anyways. Of course, long ways from winning the title, but winning the title or not, we can see he's going to, oh, what a missed 3-ball there. He's going to get an awesome flick, though, unless he scratches. Big time.
Foul strike.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, it was a difficult hit. Trying to make the ball is always going to be difficult to get on the ping. And that's why those early mistakes, they really mount up late, just because your opponent can get a little break come to the end that you don't really have much to say about. Oh, I don't know if this is any good. He's hit this way off mark. I mean, too light with the speed. Wow, he had a big gap to get to the small sample size. Is he going to try and get behind the purple? Oh, he could. Oh, he was trying to make that, by the way, and if he didn't make it in the side, let it wander, but still, or margin for error from this distance. Yeah, caught it a little heavy. Don't think you're going to see age.
And Sufi has stuck the 8 over the centre pocket.
Got the snooker here back in the 8. Yeah, of course, just to advance in the tournament. When we get to that final 64, a beautiful kick shot. He's made it. What?
Your observational skills, Jeremy, have not failed you. Losers qualification this evening.
That's where he took his loss at Hill. That was yesterday. Yep, got up off the ball there. I was wondering, it looked like he was pretty perfect on the 6.
Just looked a little edgy on the last couple of...
ALOYSIUS
Yapp.
You know, on the coast, right there in late August.
And as a fully paid up glutton, I love the burgers.
I'll tell you what I found over there is the lobster rolls at a few places. They were just incredible.
I will concur with that.
Oh, the one to bobbles. Did he get another one down? The 2's heading towards the pocket, and it did fall. So again, more games to play in this match.
And off the break.
No, he's cueing downward on this. Watch out for the left side. Oh, he hit it beautifully. Really good. He's going to fall a little underneath this. I don't think he's shooting. I think he's playing the 3 underneath the 7. Trying to use the 4 and the 7 for a snooker. And he's left the kick and stick maybe though. A little thin. Over swerved it.
Deep, deep trouble.
Well, he's going to fall behind this one, a little awkward as well.
Adding to the difficulty. That wasn't undercut, it was absolutely.
You get a roll here. Your ball's going to be near the rail. From the look at things, or at least.
And now ALOYSIUS YAPP is 4 balls from suffering the same fate. Make that 3.
Well, I really like what he did there. I know his speed kind of lightly pinched over. Yeah, I was going to say, if the nerves are going, that's the type of shot that can get away. It's going to open up. I don't think, anyways. Yeah, could pin him kind of between the 8 and 9. Maybe a little flirty, though. Yeah, he got him right on top. So he's cut off a lot of speed on the swerve to the right side rail. So he's going to go side rail, top rail, left side rail, and then at the 7. This will bend a bit. He's hit it. He's hit it. It's going to lay on the side cushion. What a hit. I mean, mathematically, there's just so many on the pool table, but I'm going to try and keel it. Trying to contain the 7 somewhat. Oh, beautiful speed. Really good. That's like soft hands to get that control. And did it open? Did it just kind of naturally cut it in and come by the 8 and 9 for this 8-9 combination in the side? He's overhit this. This needs to bounce a little bit. What a shot.
Making amends there. At the age of 18, the pool world is at the feet of AJ MANAS.
AJ MANAS wins the match.
It was only a couple of years ago he
6.
won the junior title at the Hanoi Open. Now he's beating